Now to our behavior lab that asks, what would you do? This morning we look at a scenario that a lot of parents, I think every parent really has experienced. John Quinones is here with more on this. Good morning, John.
Hi, good morning, Robin. Well, it's something that all of us, all who are parents, can relate to. You're driving along and the kids are going nuts in the back seat. You keep telling them to settle down, but they just won't listen. How far will you go to teach them a lesson? Well, once again, using actors and our hidden cameras. We're about to find out. Every parent has been there.
Knock it off!
Stuck in a car, the kids fighting in the back.
You're too short!
And they just won't listen.
Stop it! You're gonna make me have an accident! Give it back! Give me that!
But very few parents end up where this woman is about to go.
That is it! Okay, that's it!
After ordering her kids out of the car,
Get out of the car and walk home!
she abandons them.
Go!
She tells them to walk home on their own.
Mommy, you can't go. I don't know where that is. Oh, Mommy. Mommy.
It's hard to imagine, but a little more than a year ago, a similar scenario made national news when this Westchester, New York mom dropped her kids off on this street and ordered them to walk home. She ended up facing criminal charges.
Clearly, I made a mistake.
So we put hidden cameras on this street just a few miles from where that happened. How will people react when it plays out right in front of them?
I've had it! I've had it with you!
The mom, a smoker, is clearly on the edge. But watch, within just a few seconds, this man charges in.
Excuse me, stop it. Stop it. That's no way to talk to anyone's child, including your own.
The two children were obviously terrified, so I ran over there without thinking.
I have two children.
Well, whatever. It's
What do you
tough
mean, whatever?
love. It's tough love.
It's not tough love. These are little children.
I don't think any parent has limitless rights. I think she had well overstepped her bounds of what was decent and respectable or reasonable discipline.
Mommy.
Sometimes our mom drives off before someone stops her, but our abandoned girls draw plenty of sympathy.
You see kids laying down like that and they just land on the street, you just really never know. If someone maybe have kidnapped them and they jump out the car.
And look at this group.
What's your name?
Brooke.
You're Brooke. What's your name? Laura and Brooke, those are pretty names.
A bunch of strangers who become so united.
I told you guys to go home.
Well, the police are on their way. You gotta wait.
When the mother comes back, they actually form a protective wall around the kids.
Why are you all here? Okay, is there a scene? Okay? This is not, no, this is not a scene.
Because your children on the sidewalk.
This is a lesson that they're gonna learn. You think they're ever gonna fight in the cars?
I'm John Quinones with ABC News, and this is
Hey,
part.
John, I recognize your face. What's going on, brother? How you doing,
This is
man?
part of a scenario called "What Would You Do?"
Oh, get out of here.
We tell them it's not real.
This is Carla. Carla's an actress.
I was like, oh my God, is she gonna hit me?
But Carla, our actress mom, is still touched.
I
physically could not get to them. There was like a circle of love or protection.
Like a cocoon.
It was a cocoon. There was a real energy of protection around them.
A kind of cocoon. It was heartwarming, but with all our scenarios, when we change things a bit, we do that then. And what if this haggard middle-class mom in a beat-up car, instead of her, we have a protagonist who is wealthy, upper-class mother in a fancy SUV? And you won't believe what a game changer that turns out to be.
So you saw differences in how people approached them and how they handled it, depending on what they looked like.
Yes.
I have to say, the first guy was really cool, and the way he went, and he just how cool he was in handling.
And usually it's
the
not
mom.
men. Usually it's the mothers who jump in. So this was incredibly impressive. And once someone does that, the others jump in.
And form that little cocoon. What else are you going to have tonight, John?
You're in a restaurant, and a man is the owner of the restaurant is kicking out a mom with her baby because she's breastfeeding her.
It's at a restaurant.
Yeah.
So, and the kid has to eat too. So, everybody, but 2010, it's still a hot issue.
You'll be amazed at how they react.
We're always amazed with you, John. Thank you.
Robin.
Thanks so much. You can see Prime Time's What Would You Do tonight at 9, 8 Central right here on ABC.
Mommy, stop my dog!
Knock it off!
Mommy, stop!
Every parent has been there,
Knock it off!
stuck in a car, the kids fighting in the back,
You're too short!
and they just won't listen.
Stop it! You're gonna make me have an accident! Give it back! Give me that!
Give it back!
But very few parents end up where this woman is about to go.
That is it! Okay, that's it!
After ordering her kids out of the car,
Get out of the car and walk home!
she abandons them.
Go!
She tells them to walk home on their own.
Walk home now! Walk home!
You can't go. I don't know where that is. Oh, Mommy. Don't go. Mommy.
It's hard to imagine.
A frustrated suburban New York mother had it up to here with her children's fighting the other day.
But just a few months ago, a similar scenario made national news when this Westchester, New York mom dropped her kids off on this street and ordered them to walk home. She ended up facing criminal charges.
Clearly, I made a mistake, but I truly love our children.
Though charges were dropped, parenting blogs were swamped. Many people called her an awful mother, but others were supportive, convinced it could be effective discipline.
Yeah, you were about 5 feet away when you were doing that, right?
So we put hidden cameras on this street just a few miles from where that happened. How will people react when it plays out right in front of them?
Drop this down your sweatshirt. Yep. This is going to go around your neck.
We mic up our actors who will play the mother and the children, and then send our car full of maternal stress into town.
Do you want me to take that? Do you want me to take that?
The vehicle is a bit beat up.
I've had it! I've had it with you!
The mom, a smoker, is clearly on the edge. But watch, within just a few seconds, this man charges in.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Stop it. Stop it. That's no way to talk to anyone's child, including your own.
The two children were obviously terrified, so I ran over there without thinking.
I have 2 children.
Well, whatever. It's
What do you
tough
mean, whatever?
love. It's tough love.
It's not tough love. These are little children.
I don't think any parent has limitless rights. I think she had well overstepped her bounds of what was decent and respectable or reasonable discipline.
You see how scared they are right now?
Oh, look at them.
How would you like it if an 8-foot-tall man yelled at you like that? It's the same thing, but it's even scarier for them.
Mom!
Plenty of others are also outraged.
You should cool it, lady, 'cause I'm gonna call the police.
Oh, yeah, well, what gives you the right to tell me what to do?
You're dumping 2 children on the sidewalk. What's your problem?
No, what's your problem?
I
They
don't
know
like
the way
seeing
home. Just leave my kids alone.
See if you had the right to keep
It's none of your business, sir.
It is now.
I'm leaving.
How far is it out to home?
Oh, it's, I don't know, a couple miles maybe.
That's child endangerment. You're gonna lose your kids.
Excuse me?
It's child endangerment.
In society now, I mean, there are taboos for people about interfering with someone's parenting. But if they feel that it's violent enough or aggressive enough, that it crosses a certain line, that then they have a social permission, then they can get involved.
Dr. Jennifer Jones, a psychologist and author of the book, The 3 Ps of Parenting, is watching with us from a control vehicle nearby.
Yeah, there she goes.
Mom!
Are you guys okay?
Our mom just left us. Our mom just told us to walk home because we were fighting in the car.
She left you?
Mommy!
Sometimes our mom drives off before someone stops her, but our abandoned girls draw plenty of sympathy.
You see kids laying down like that and they just land on the street. You just really never know. If someone maybe have kidnapped them and they jumped out the car.
Sweetie, what happened?
This way.
People comfort the girls.
Police emergency.
A woman started screaming at her kids, her children,
911.
and then she drove off and left them.
And call the cops.
2 young ladies who left them on the street.
Of course, we're working with the police, so no officers respond.
Where did Mommy go?
We were fighting in the car, so she said to walk home, and she went away. Can you call her on the phone?
Brooke, our child actor, has this woman call her mother instead and ask her to come back.
If this is Carla, your 2 children are here. They're scared to death. I don't know what you thought you were doing.
I told them to walk home.
Well, it doesn't matter. They're sitting here scared to death that you
Well,
left
I
them.
told them they know the way home. They can walk.
Well, I think you made a big mistake.
You called the mother.
Yes, I did.
You told her
Yes, I did.
you're not a good mom.
Not now. You know, teach them some other way.
She reminds her of the woman who really did this.
Very reminiscent of what happened in Westchester several months ago. You remember that? She told the girls to walk home too.
Yeah, but they have to learn a lesson.
Well, this is not the way to do it.
You were tough.
I am tough when it comes to that, because not very long ago someone was arrested in Westchester.
That's why we're doing this.
Uh-huh.
And look at this group.
What's your name?
Brooke.
You're Brooke. What's your name? Laura and Brooke, those are pretty names.
A bunch of strangers who become so united.
I told you guys to go home.
Well, the police are on their way. You gotta wait.
When the mother comes back, they actually form a protective wall around the kids.
Why are you all here? Okay, is there a scene? Okay? This is not, no, this is not a scene.
You left your children on the sidewalk.
This is a lesson that they're gonna learn. You think they're ever gonna fight in a car? Do you know how hard it is to be a single mom?
I am a single mom, and I have 2 kids with one child right there.
When I got you.
I am a single mom.
Well,
I
it's
have 2
hard.
children. That's one of them.
Well, it's tough love.
I'm John Quinones with ABC News, and this
Hey,
is
John,
part.
I recognize your face. What's
Yeah,
going on, brother? How you doing,
This is
man?
part of a scenario called "What Would You Do?"
Oh, get out of here!
We tell them it's not real.
Good.
This is Carla. Carla's an actress.
I was like, oh my God, is she gonna hit me?
But Carla, our actress mom, is still touched.
I physically could not get to them. There was like a circle of love or protection.
Like a cocoon.
It was a cocoon. There was a real energy of protection around them.
A lot of what drives what we do with our kids and what we interpret when we see other parents is how we were raised. What did our parents do? Did they leave us at a critical moment? Did our mom not show up one afternoon unexpectedly? Did we get left on the school bus one day? You know, all these little things kind of register in your brain.
So if you can connect, you will react.
If you can connect, you'll react, and if you connect, your reaction will be stronger and more intense.
You could just walk home.
It does make sense, and yet we're about to see a complete change.
No one intervened. No one was willing to help 2 girls clearly traumatized and alone on a bench.
A surprise you'll have to see to believe when we return.
You just walk home. I've had it! I've had it with you! Get out of the car!
People are shocked.
Mommy, don't go!
Just walk home!
They think they see a mother abandoning her kids.
Stop it.
And over they intervene.
You should cool it, lady.
Oh.
Call the police.
I told you guys to go home.
Well, the police are on their way. You gotta wait.
I didn't even touch him.
But could there be more going on here? Assumptions about the mom and class, from her beat-up car to her cigarette. Do you make any conclusions about her because she's smoking?
Yes, you're smoking in a car with kids. I think I did. I think I had a little bit of a prejudice there.
I thought maybe she was under the influence or something.
Yeah. You know, we judge. You see a mother smoking, and the implication is, well, she must be careless. She must not care about her children.
You're walking home.
So we wonder, what would happen if this family in crisis appeared totally different? So we dress them in nicer clothes, add some jewelry. They go from rough to refined. Now we trade in the car. The scratched sedan, missing a hubcap, becomes a luxury SUV, missing only a chauffeur.
Get out of the car!
Other than that, the scenario is unchanged.
All right, just get out of the car then.
And when people on the street see this mother abandon her kids,
Get out! I've had it with you. You could just walk home, okay? You could just walk home.
they're seeing the same behavior the other people saw. But the reaction to what now appears a wealthy family is completely different.
Just walk home.
No one intervened.
This time, no one confronts her. This woman with her dog walks right on by.
I've had it.
No one was willing to help two girls clearly traumatized and alone on a bench.
What's your name?
Before, when our more ordinary-looking mom left, people jumped in. Now, this couple stands by observing. This man with his daughter strolls by and just offers a few words.
No, she just kicked us out of the car.
I know, I saw it. She'll probably come back.
When our more dressy mom finally returns,
Mommy!
no one gets in her face. No one lectures her. People simply turn and leave. Dr. Jones believes it says a lot about how we judge others.
People are much more critical and much more holier than thou when it comes to passing judgment on people of a lower class than themselves.
You seem to be saying that the rich are able to get away with more.
Well, it seemed like that today.
Mommy!
I thought I told you to walk home.
You really can't do that ever again.
Excuse me?
You can't leave your children unsupervised like that.
Oh, and who are you?
I'm someone who cares about your children.
She cares, but from down the block.
The minute the mom pulled up and got out of the car, they spread like a Red Sea.
That's them, now about 25 feet away.
You shouldn't do that. That is unacceptable.
You can't leave your children because
I didn't do anything. They have to learn a lesson. And who are you?
That's not the way to teach them a lesson.
Remember the Circle of Love, the group that actually shielded the children from the less well-to-do mom? Not this time.
People just moved back and set themselves apart, and to me that was a very clear message.
Oh, please. Are you kidding?
No,
we're serious. I did nothing wrong.
We didn't want to have it out with her in front of the kids, so we were sort of hesitant.
Because if you're a role model, I mean, if you're going to role model for kids, you got to always be that role model. And I didn't want to get into this whole power struggle with the mom in front of the kids.
After confronting the mother, the woman does call 911, and they all tell us they were disgusted. Class, they say, had nothing to do with how they acted.
To me, it just crosses economic lines. I don't think it necessarily has anything to do with at all.
When we talked to them, they said class didn't matter, that didn't come into play.
I think it was obvious. What you see on film really tells the story.
Wait on the bed. Wait on the bed. She'll be back. She said we have to walk home.
But then we meet Nora Hansen.
Don't fight. It makes people want to drive you nuts.
Rich or poor, it doesn't matter to her.
A lot of people walk by and say, this is none of my business.
Right. I couldn't. I drive a school bus and I deal with kids every day.
Oh, you drive a school bus?
Yes, I do. Yes.
So you're very familiar with how crazy these kids can be.
Yes. It's a hard life, and people have a hard time, and everybody should try to help.
And boy, does she.
Relax, don't cry, it's okay. Wait, till she stops the car, okay? Okay? Tell her you're sorry.
I told you to walk home.
No. Take a breath. I've done this, I know. I got 3 kids of my own. You gotta relax.
You were like a little therapist to the girls.
Yes,
and then you turn your therapy on the mother.
Yes, I was trying to help her.
What gives you the right?
I'm a bit older than you, and trust me. Listen, I've been through a lot myself, okay? But you just gotta take a breath and calm down. These kids are precious.
Who are you to tell me what to do? You don't even know me.
I'm not telling you what to do. I'm suggesting, because kids are your life. They're my life, okay? Okay, I'm not trying to, I'm not jumping on you. I'm just trying to take it easy. I know, it's hard. It's hard, okay? Just take it easy. Relax. I understand, okay?
It's so hard.
I know it's hard. I know.
You're driving me crazy.
I know. They don't realize what you're going through.
They don't listen to me. They only listen to the nanny.
I know, and that's just it. Sometimes that makes it hard. Mom's important, guys. You gotta realize how important. She's the one that cares the most about you, not the nanny. The nanny's just somebody that watches you. Your mom's your mom for the rest of your life.
Were you at all affected by the fact that she was well-dressed and looked like she was well-to-do?
No, didn't matter. Doesn't matter what people wear or, the car they drive. It's who they are. And if I can help, I try to.
And she needed help?
Yes. No,
thank you. I'm going to take her home.
Okay, relax. How do you? I know. It's hard. We understand. You're welcome. Just be good to Mommy. Okay? Tell her you're sorry.
Take it from Nora. Whether it's on her school bus, in the street, or on What Would You Do? When it comes to parenting, if you have a good heart and take just a few minutes to calm down and cool off, you can get a happy ending. Love thy neighbor. We've all heard the old adage before, but when the chips are down, do we speak up for each other?
Can you just check this for me real quick, see if I won?
In these tough economic times, millions of Americans are turning to the lottery in the hopes of hitting it big or just making ends meet. Once they only had to contend with Lady Luck. Now they have to worry about this guy. A crooked store clerk who's about to take this unsuspecting lottery player for a ride.
So did I win?
Not this time. Better luck next time, as they say, right?
We're at Zap Wine and Liquors in Brooklyn Heights, and we've rigged the place with cameras and hire an actor, Ross, to play our store clerk. Tracy and Carla, the customers, are also actors. What would you do if you witness a store clerk cheating a customer out of a winning ticket?
Can you just scan this? I'm just gonna get, do you have some Chardonnay in the back?
Yes.
Just tell me if I won.
All right.
That sound you hear, the jingle, signals that she's a winner. But now watch that ticket. When our actress returns...
18, 21.
Oh my gosh, did I win?
No, sorry.
Not a word from the other customer. So we try it again.
Is that me?
No, I scanned it. It didn't win.
Even when Carla engages the woman.
Did you see anything?
No, I didn't see it.
And when we up the ante to $290, listen to this woman.
The machine says sorry, not winner.
Each of them walks out of the store without saying a word. Believe it or not, it's a real scam that takes place across the country. Every year, dozens of stores have their licenses revoked for illegally pocketing winnings that belong to customers. Back at our store, time and again, customers watch that crooked clerk pocket his ill-gotten gains and say nothing. But hold on, our lottery winner's luck is about to change.
So did I win?
Okay. Oh, no.
I didn't?
No, better luck next time, right?
Wait, let me see the ticket.
What's? I don't even have the ticket.
It's
There's
in
no
your
ticket
back
here.
pocket.
What's in my bag?
What?
So take 5.
The clerk tells her he ripped up the losing ticket.
It's ripped up.
You didn't never rip up the ticket. I'm standing here looking at you.
But she's not buying it.
But what is the problem with you showing her the ticket that you're supposed to have ripped up?
Your handkerchief was over your eyes when
It
you came
wasn't
in here.
never
How could
on
you
my
see
eyes.
anything?
Just like it is right now.
Your eyes were down on the floor. You didn't see
Listen,
anything.
Please.
Tell me
Come
see anyone else talking? You're the only one talking.
Hi
crazy.
there. I'm John Quinones.
Nebra Odom thinks we stumbled into a crime in progress and points the finger.
So what is the problem with giving her the ripped up ticket that you said she didn't win anything off?
And when we start rolling again, other witnesses start stepping up.
So why don't you give her back the ticket? I can't give her back the ticket. It's store policy. We heard the machine say you won.
At least give her her ticket back.
I don't have a ticket because she didn't win.
No, you said you threw it
ridiculous.
away. You said you threw it
anything.
away. Give her the ticket.
Give her a ticket, man.
Give that lady back her ticket.
And we have to take a commercial break. When we come back, we'll take you live to the 10th annual Fun Run for Breast Cancer, where the winners are approaching the finish line right there on 495. Oh, boy.